just got back from a run, having my post-workout smoothie. Probably about 1,000 calories, just bananas, nothing else. And I wanted to just quickly talk about the number one mistake that people do when they first get into running, or any exercise, I guess, but specifically talking about running today. So, running is a very accessible type of movement. You know, we're natural born runners, obviously, and it's easy to go out for a run. Anyone can do it. All you need is a pair of shoes, and then you're off you go. Strictly speaking, you don't even need shoes, but of course then you need a much longer build-up period if you want to train the soles of your feet, as well as the tendons and ligaments and muscles and bones, to be able to handle that amount of impact without a little bit of padding under your feet. So very accessible, anyone can do it, but most people hate it. Most people think of running as boring at best and painful and horrible at worst. And that's not really nice, and I know why. I know exactly why. And this is the biggest mistake everyone is doing when they first start running. Running too hard. That's what it's all about. People are running too hard. And this is really the thing with running, is that if you run too hard, too quickly, too much, too hard, too quickly, you injure yourself, basically. But even that aside, elite runners, even at the top level, depends on what kind of distance you're focusing in on, if you're a 5K runner or you're a marathon runner, obviously, or an ultra marathon runner. But regardless, most elite runners do most of their training at a very low intensity, meaning 70% of someone who's training for a marathon, 70% of their running is happening in that zone 1, zone 2, that's what it's recognized as, but basically that means conversational pace. It means taking it easy. For a beginner, that might even be as slow as a walk. So because you're not in shape, if you're a beginner, and you go out there and you run, it's super painful, it's super hard, and you start associating pain with running, and obviously you're gonna hate it. It's no wonder. So what I want you to do, if you're a beginner, or if you're an intermediate runner like myself, I'm not an advanced runner yet. I hope to advance slowly. I'm building up my mileage, I guess. But what I would recommend you do if you're a beginner, or anyone else, focus the majority of your training around easy running. Take it easy. I was just out for a really nice run now, a really easy run, and it's so enjoyable. I'm out there looking at nature, I'm flowing, I'm in that flow state, and that's what it's all about for me. That's what I love about running, being in that flow zone, almost like a meditation, like you're just going through the landscape, enjoying the view, breathing, but not too heavily, not breathing. You're not struggling for air, you're not struggling, you're not in pain in any way. You're working, you're not resting at home, you're out there working, but it's steady, it's flowing, it's not painful. Do most of your training in that zone, and if you're a beginner, do all of your training in that zone, and believe it or not, you will improve. You will slowly but surely improve. Your fitness will get better. Your bones, your legs, your muscles and tendons, they will strengthen slowly but surely. Your cardiovascular system is improving vastly, even though you're not working very hard. Once you want to, push your absolute max capacity up a little bit and move your lactic threshold without getting too technical up, that sort of thing, then you have to do a little bit different type of running. Like you have to push a little bit, interval training, tempo runs, that sort of thing. But that can come later if you're a beginner. And even if you are an intermediate and you want to incorporate that in your program, do it once a week, twice a week. It all depends on where you're at, really. But still, remember to keep most of your training in that easy zone. That way, it's enjoyable. You look forward to the run, just like you look forward to taking a walk, in the mountains or something like that. It's beautiful, it's fresh air, you're alive. You know that kind of feeling? Well, that's the kind of feeling you want to have when you're out running. You don't want to be out struggling and working your way through it. That's only going to lead to possibly injuries, and at best it's gonna lead to you basically getting sick of running. Like, you don't want to do it anymore because it's just too painful. Thanks for watching. I better get back to my smoothie. I just got one sip of it and then it's just been standing there and I'm hungry. Always remember to refuel after your run, obviously. Within an hour preferably, but at least within 2 hours. Get some carbohydrate into you, and protein and fat. It's all there in the bananas. Just eat some bananas after your run and you're good. Thanks for watching. See you around.